Hi guys, welcome back. So guys, in today's video, we are going to see some important elements like heading, paragraph and line breaks. So before we start the video, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing, and I'm making a complete playlist on HTML on my channel. Make sure to check that too. So guys, before we directly dive deep into the code, let us understand what is the usage of these headings, paragraphs and line breaks elements on our website. Okay. So what I will do is I will take you to one of the blog website or article website. Okay, so there is a website like BBC. When I will take you there, we'll go through an article. Okay, basically, so I'll open this article over here, and if you see, there is a lot of content that is written on this page, right? So how this content is getting displayed, right? This is a very large heading. So when I will inspect my tool, I will open my inspect tool, and here in the elements I will see that this exact text is a large heading, which is H1 heading, you can see, right? So in this way we will learn how can we write different types of headings and content in code, whereas this code, if you see, this text is all a paragraph text, right? Because whenever we need to write a long paragraph, we make use of these paragraphs, and whenever we want to give these types of spacing in between paragraphs, how do we give that? That also we will see. So for that, what I will do is I will go to my code. Okay, and now in this video what I will be doing is I will create a new file. Okay, so I will name it as tut5.html. okay, and here we will be writing the entire code from scratch, so that you will understand that how we will actually write it, because from last 2-3 videos we are not writing the boilerplate code. So what I will do is, first of all, I will write the boilerplate code for me. So when I write shift 1, it will give me an exclamation mark, and with that my boilerplate code will be generated. When I will save this, here first of all let me write a heading. Okay, so I will write this is a H1 heading. This is a H1 heading, and what I will do is I will open this with the live server. Okay, so when you will right click on it, you will get an option open with live server. Now what it will do is this will open your page with live server. Now guys, you have to understand that in HTML we have headings from H1 to H6. Okay, now what will be the difference? Okay, you might think or you might ask. So first of all, what I will do is I will hit Shift Alt and then down arrow to copy these lines 6 times. Okay, and then we will change it one by one. So first of all, I will change this one to H2. Okay, rest I will comment as of now, because I don't want to confuse you. So let's see the difference. So you can see the difference in size from H1 to H2, right? Let's see now H3. Now I will add all the remaining headings in one go. Okay, so H3, then comes H4, then H5, and then H6. In a similar way, here also I'll add all the headings 4, 5 and then 6. Saving this file, let's see. You can see the difference, right? The size differences. So whenever you are writing anything on your website, you might have different requirements. Okay, for example, this page only which I showcased you. So if we'll go one step back, okay, so you can see this is a H1 heading, whereas these are H2 headings, right? So you might have this requirement that at some places you might need a larger heading, so you can use H1 tag over there, whereas at other places, if you need a smaller heading, you can use those types of headings. Now I will also name it meaningfully, so that when you will read it later on, it will be meaningful for you. Okay, so H6. So see guys, this is a H1 heading, H2 heading, H3, H4, H5 and H6. Now we have understood what is a heading. Now let's move on to the second part, which is, now let us understand what is the use of paragraph or p tag. So first of all, how do we write a p tag? Okay, so in order to write a p tag, you have to write like this. Okay, and now you might have observed that even though when I just write p, it is giving me suggestions, right? How we are getting this? Basically in VS Code we are having the extension emmet. Okay, basically VS Code is using emmet behind the scenes. Okay, so that is why it is giving automatic suggestions, which is very good for developers. Okay, because you don't have to write everything one by one in detail. But I would suggest you, if you are a beginner, that you try to write these tags by yourself completely. Okay, and don't rely on these extensions, because when you will write yourself, you will remember everything. Okay, so let's now write a paragraph. Now first of all, I will show you by writing some content by myself in the paragraph. Like this is a paragraph. Okay, and I want it to be a long one. So what I will do is I will maybe like just copy this twice or thrice maybe, so that the paragraph becomes very long, something like this. Saving it, and let's go to our website. So you can see the content is coming. Okay, now there are different things. Now when you are writing something, okay, and you don't see, whenever you have to write a long paragraph, you might not have so much of content, right? So you can use lorem. Okay, lorem basically gives you some by default populated content. Okay, see, lorem ipsum, some content will be populating. When you will save it, you can see. So in this way, when you have to write dummy content, you can use this. Now there is also important thing when you use lorem, like if you just want a paragraph with just 10 words in it, so you can do lorem 10 and hit enter. So when you will do this, you will only get a paragraph with 10 letters. Okay, not letters but words. So this will be helpful for you. Now let's get back, let's generate a bigger paragraph, and let's test something. Basically I want to show you one thing. Now if you see, we have a paragraph with 50 words in it. Okay, now I want that after this exclamation mark, okay, my next content should come from the next line. Okay, it should not be in continuation like this. So what you can do in this case, so see, you might have different options. First of all, let's see where is that exclamation is. So the exclamation is somewhere here. Okay, it is here. See, there is one more option that you can do, that you create a total separate paragraph tag only for this remaining content. Okay, so when you will cut this content and create a new paragraph tag and put the remaining content in the new paragraph tag, you might notice that it is coming on different lines. Okay, but what if I want to keep everything in the same paragraph tag and I want to achieve the same functionality? Okay, so how can we do that? So for that, we have a tag called as line break, which is which we can write using br. So when I write br and when I save, you can see now also it is coming on the next line. And you might have also noticed one more difference. Okay, I'll show you the difference between the previous case and this one. So I'll copy this entire thing, okay, and I'll put it here. Okay, and let's try to do this the way which I was doing previously, like by cutting down the content and putting it in a new paragraph tag. Okay, see, just notice the difference in the line. There is a lot of gap, okay, when you do it in this way, because you are telling that it is a whole new paragraph itself, whereas here you are saying that this is one paragraph, but the line is breaking and it is going to the next line. So this is the use of line break. So I hope now you have understood what are headings. We have headings from H1 to H6, then what is a paragraph tag, and how can you use line break to show the tags on to show the content on different lines. Now guys, line break is a self-closing tag, and we have already studied in the previous video that for self-closing tags, you don't need to write separately opening and a closing tag. Okay, so we will be coming across a lot of tags which will be self-closing tag. Okay, so guys, that's all for this video. I hope you have found the explanation helpful, and if you do, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching the video, and I will see you next time.